everyone, welcome to my channel. Sorry I've been MIA. Out of the 4 weeks in April, I've been gone for 3 of them. I went back to Northern California to visit my family. I haven't seen my mother in 2 years, so I went to go visit her. And then I also went to go visit friends in New York City and Baltimore City. While I was there, the riots occurred in Baltimore City, and so I actually haven't gotten a lot of reading done. I feel like I've been preoccupied with other things, hanging out with friends, seeing family, as well as keeping up on news stories. So I wanted to apologize. It's very surprising because last month I read about 15 books, read or listened to about 15 books. And this month, I only read 2 books, which is a shame. The first book that I read, I will show it to you here, is called Mad Men and Philosophy, Nothing Is As It Seems. And if you are a Mad Men fan, I recommend, and you have an interest in philosophy, that is, I recommend reading this book. I have been watching a lot of Mad Men, so maybe that's one of the reasons I haven't been reading. But I think Mad Men is a very literary television show, and it also highlights a lot of different issues about identity or women's issues, ideas of what was happening with family in the 60s as the decade occurred. And so if you are a big fan of Mad Men, I recommend reading this book. It was really good. Some of the articles I felt like in certain sections were very redundant. Nonetheless, I felt that it was a good read. And then the next thing I listened to was Girl in a Band by Kim Gordon. I listened to this on audiobook because Kim Gordon narrates it, and she is the bassist and one of the singers in Sonic Youth, and it talks about her life as well as the breakup with Thurston Moore, who is also in Sonic Youth. But what really interested me in this book was her interest as an artist and seeing also her life in the 60s growing up in Los Angeles, and then later the art scene that she grew up in New York City. So I felt like it was a really good read. I really liked Patti Smith's recent book, but I like this one as well, and I think it's a good read if you have an interest in her in Sonic Youth, or if you have an interest in music. I think it's something worth checking out. So I'm sorry I didn't read anything else. I started a whole bunch of different things. I started listening to many things on audiobook. I started Bad Feminist by Roxanne Gay. I recently started reading a book called Reproducing Racism on race issues in the United States. I've opened up a bunch of different fiction books, but I haven't finished them this month, so I guess that will be my goal for next month. But stay tuned because I do have a very large book haul from my 3-week trip. Berkeley, California has numerous used bookstores. New York City has so many wonderful used bookstores. Specifically, I went to the Strand, and then in Baltimore City, they have something called the Book Thing, which is a free book exchange. So be looking forward to that, and I hope to be back. So thanks for watching. Have a good one. So long.